So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome to a brand new episode of the MotoGP 19 Quartararo career mode, and this time we're going to be heading into episode number 7 for round 7 of course of the MotoGP Championship, which we are currently leading by 8 points. And if you remember, we did join the FactoryYamaha team in the last episode, so that's very exciting for us. Had a strong start to the season, and Yamaha wanted to promote us up to one of their factory bikes for the rest of the season. So we're going to take advantage of that and hopefully carry on leading the championship, although DOVI did climb up the championship in the last episode. So make sure you check out that last race if you did miss it. But for now, let's get into the next Grand Prix. Coming around the final corner then, and our first flying lap. You can see we are smashing the time of Benaya. We're going to go through fastest 41.1, 1.1 seconds quicker than Benaya, so that should be us straight into Q2. So we're going to end off Q1 here. Yes, it is 9/10 of a second over Alicia Spargo. It was in the end, and that was a scruffy lap, so there's a bit of time for improvement for us, so that's always good news. So we're going to head into Q2 now for the FactoryYamaha team and hopefully get ourselves on the front row at least. Out the final corner then, we're just going to come into it now and then power out onto the main straight, a little bit wide, compromise our exit, but hopefully it's still enough to take pole position. Yes it is, by 0.3 of a second over Alex Rins. Hopefully that is enough to keep us on top then. Only just over Valentino Rossi, so this is definitely a Yamaha track. You can see Vinales did a little bit better than his form this season in 8th, but here we go then for the race. Gonna have to choose what tyres I want. So I want a medium on the front and a hard on the rear. I think that should do us nicely for the start of this Grand Prix. What have everyone else gone for? Hards, all hards for Marquez and Rossi and everyone, and DOVI. Rins has gone for a hard front, medium rear. Lots of hard tyres out then, so we definitely chose the right choice, but whether it was a good choice going for the medium front, we'll find out. So let's see how we get on in the race then. Here we go. Lights are about to go out any moment now. Push, and look at that, DOVI. Whoa, what is he doing? Did you see that? The Dukes get a fantastic start. Valentino Rossi went backwards. I'm heading a bit deep into turn number 1. Very aggressive on the brakes, using a lot of curb there. Cover off Miller, but Petrucci's through as well, and the Dukes just flew off of the line. And it's our championship rival that leads at the moment. I'm on the grass, that's not going to help us out. So DOVI, who's only 8 points behind us in the championship, currently leads. I need to try and hunt him down. Can't afford for him to check out, or else he'll gain on us in the championship again. So we've got 6 laps around here at the Catalan Grand Prix. I don't know where Rossi is, but he's definitely gone backwards. See if we can get these tyres up to temperature as quick as possible. Oh, he's down in 11th, Valentino is. Bit wide there, just about avoid the gravel. Vinales is 17th. Not what he wants. We're about 9/10 off of Dovizioso. This Yamaha sounds lovely. See where we can gain on the Duke. It's going to be quick in a straight line, we know that, don't we? Good run out the final corner though. And this is where he'll start to pull away. Look at him go. 46.4 from Dovizioso. We've managed to go with him. No one's managed to go with us though. Let's see if we can get the job done. But first I need to close the gap down from about a second, which I think we've done in turn 1. Can we hold it through the rest of the lap? That's the question. Good run through the first sector. I think I need to make the move as quick as possible. I bet he's got some pace in the bag. Can I do it down the hill? Definitely thinking about it. Right, we're sort of with him. Oh, look how horribly wide we ran there. That's going to cost us some time. Might get a good exit though in return. We do cover a bit of that time, but going to be going on to the main straight now to end lap number 2. And we're going to be on the middle lap. Here we go. Nice exit out the final corner. Sweep past the Duke. But look at him come back on the straight with that power. I'm going to get a screenshot here. Right then, back to the action. Look at that Duke just pull away. But we can get him on the brakes around the outside into turn number 1. Can we hold it? That's the big question. Oh ho ho, he couldn't do anything about that there, and he just decides to ride into us. So we've hit the front. DOVI sort of messed up that sector because he just completely collided with us. So halfway through this race now, we're at the mid lap. And we lead for the first time. Now it's all about keeping up the consistent pace. See if we've got a good race pace. See if we can keep DOVI at bay. See if we can look after the tyres as well. We've got hard in the rear, so we should be okay for the rear. Just about keeping it in its operating temperature. And also the front. We don't want to wear out the front too much. That will start to cost us if our front goes. I don't think the pack behind him will catch up too quickly. So it should just be us versus DOVI to the end. Curve, get a little bit out of shape on that curve there. So what's the lap time like? 41.6. I think that's a decent lap time. 8 tenths of a second back to Dovizioso. Braking very late into turn 1 as late as we can. Bring it down to the apex. Lovely. Chuck it into turn 2. Nice run through there. On the power again. Lift it and flick it over as quickly as possible. Let's really use that rear tyre. We've got to harden it so we can really lean on it during this race. Just got to be careful on the front. Look at the rear just asking for forgiveness, but we're not going to. We want to try and check out a bit on this lap if we possibly can. Might be tough because that Ducati's quick. Take a nice tight line through here. Turn 12, Rossi fights as well to 10th place. Back down to 11th with Benaya. Back up to 10th. He's really in a battle with that Pramac. Still going. Still going. Look at them in the bottom left. Right, let's see what this lap time's like. It's a big improvement. Half a second quicker than our previous lap time. So if we just keep up the momentum. This lap and the next lap to go. Don't know if I can lean on the rear as much as I was on that last lap. Don't want to completely destroy it, but it's got a bit of life left in it. You can see it's starting to get a bit squirmish at the rear now. Just trying to find the traction on that warm rear. Oh, down the hill. That is awful. Missed the braking point. Pull it back for a late. Well, didn't even pick up an apex. Bit of a cut back in the end, but here we go then. 1.1 seconds is the gap to DOVI. It's this next sector where he really closes us down. It must just be the run he gets through turn 9 onto the straight, and then the acceleration and raw power of that Ducati. He's a bit far back. Not very confident on the brakes into turn 10. Very tricky corner to get right. Flip the bike over if we can. Here we go. Going to be coming around the final corner to start the last lap of the race. Can we strike back at Dovizioso? Obviously he beat us in the last Grand Prix. 40 flat this time. So we're slowly improving. And then now we're on the final lap. Still leading the Grand Prix. DOVI's about a second behind. Keep the momentum up. Chuck it in on the brakes then. Oh, the rear just asking for forgiveness. Still leading. DOVI's closing in. This is going to be a tense end to this race, I think. 9/10 of a second. Chuck it in. I feel like our front's gone because look, we can't hit the apex very well. Oh no, look how wide we are around turn 9. DOVI's there. He can smell blood. Right, he's going to come in on the brakes as late as possible, isn't he? Clipping the curb there. Bouncing us off. Just throw it around the final corner. Come on. Good little run out wide. Come on, let's go. And in the end, we're going to take the win over Dovizioso. Good result for us. I was a bit worried at the start, not going to lie. I thought he was really going to pull out. Rossi 9th and Viñales 17th. Wow, that's bad for them. Where are we? We're still leading the championship by 13 points now. Over DOVI. Marquez is 11 behind him. And we're still second in the constructors. So that's been it for today's episode. I really do hope you have enjoyed. If you did, remember to smash the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.